on either land, sea, or air warfare, but Return Fire 2 lets you use all three. Great graphics, easy startup, and blowing stuff up with 6 different vehicles makes Return Fire 2 a whole new game. At first look, it doesn't appear to be a very involved game. The startup screens are simple and intuitive, and it's not until you start playing that you realize this is much more than a simple shooter game. Although you can play it against a computer opponent, this game gets really great when you play it on a network with up to 16 players broken into a maximum of 4 teams. The basic concept is capture the flag, but you use different vehicles for different parts of the task. The jet is good for reconnaissance work and attacking distant targets. If the target is on the coastline, get the PT boat and launch a couple of shells to break the building open and see what's inside. On the land, the tank is good for exterior redecorating. In this game, everything on the ground can be destroyed, and it might take a little while to find which building the flag is in. There's also a helicopter and an armored support vehicle that each have their special uses. When you've liberated the enemy flag, only the Jeep can carry it. It can't take too much damage, but it can go really fast, and they've turned the reality down to make it fun to drive. In fact, it's so fun that you might need to notify air traffic control. And joining us now is Reichart, the game's designer. Thanks and welcome aboard.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, Return Fire 1, how is that the same as Return Fire 2? I mean, so there's some basic ideas here.
Yes, the fundamentals of the game were designed from the ground up to be simple, and we felt that we would keep the gameplay almost identical.
Now, the gameplay is really based on concepts like make it look simple. I mean, when I first looked at this, I thought, well, it sounds a simple little game, and then I got playing it and realized there's a lot to it.
Yeah, the depth is definitely in the interaction between the vehicles.
And there's multiple vehicles.
There are 6 vehicles. We have 3 land vehicles. We have a tank, an armored support vehicle, and a Jeep. And then we have 2 air vehicles, a jet and a helicopter. And then in the ocean, we have a PT boat.
Now, I've heard some people say, well, geez, well, if you fly the jet, it doesn't really fly like a jet. I mean, it's not supposed to, right? It's
not supposed to. As a matter of fact, we once put in the physics specifically for a real simulated jet, and everyone, of course, got confused because a real jet is really tough to fly. That's why we pay those people so much money to fly them.
Now, as far as the physics being turned down or turned up, they're really more fun. Like, you get in the Jeep and you hit the wall and you can just really sail that thing.
We actually refer to it as the Dukes of Hazzard mode. We put a filter over the physics to make sure the vehicle doesn't crash, doesn't burn too easily.
I mean, but you still can kill it.
Oh, yeah.
But usually, I mean, you know, you fly it over a skyscraper and then you crash into the side of the one behind it. That did it for me.
Yeah, don't run into buildings.
Now, as far as the buildings, you can destroy everything in this game. You just start shooting, and you start leveling everything.
Everything's real. Everything can be destroyed right to the ground.
It sounds like a lot of fun to me. Is that a real design concept? People just want to destroy things?
From the ground up, we wanted to create an environment that what you expect it to do, it does. If you can drive on it, you can drive on it. If you see a bridge, you can fly underneath it. You can blow it up, and then no one else can go across it from that point forth. Everything has a function and fits into the game perfectly that way.
How many people fit in it?
There are 16 players at one time, and they can be broken up into 4 sets for 4 teams.
And it's all open network?
Open network, LAN and internet, It can be played over a serial cable.
And so the server will stay there. People can log in and out as they want to?
Yes. It actually will pass control over to the next person playing. That way the game keeps going. Although you can even play multiple people on one computer.
Just by splitting the screen?
Just by splitting the screen.
How many times can you split the screen?
Up to 4 times.
Wow, that's really incredible. Well, hey, thanks a lot for joining us. If you want more information about this game or any other games that Prolific Publishing is making, you can check out their website at www.prolific.com. Next on the web...